What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of FTB Infinity Evolved Expert Mode. Oh yeah, guys. So, let's take a look over at the last millennium. We were working on this last episode, and let's actually go over here. Yeah, we were looking at this last episode. We built a mob spawner over here, and we are killing wither skeletons. It's working fantastically. In fact, I should probably go down underneath and just check how many levels we have. 640 levels. It is working really well. Well, it's more than 640, but yeah, anyway. So things that happened with this mob grinder. We saw last episode that I went into my map here and I clicked the thing and I cleaned these chunks and then I chunk loaded it. Well, I went back to the base and I logged out and I restarted my local server that I play on or whatever, and I logged back in. You know, a few hours later after I was done rendering the video and doing all the things that I do, and we weren't collecting any more mob skulls, which is weird because this area is chunk loaded, or at least it said that it was. So I think there's something weird about this particular dimension, or maybe other dimensions outside of the overworld that don't automatically get loaded through this chunk loading system. So I'm going to tell you guys about a problem that you should never do. So if you claim a chunk here, I'm not going to do it, but if you have this chunk loaded here, you know, you click to claim it, then you control click to chunk load it. If you have an area chunk loaded, do not set down a world anchor in the same spot, because this will immediately crash the server, crash your game. You're going to have to load it back up. It is not good. Yeah, I placed down that block thinking that the world anchor would solve the problem, and as soon as I placed it down, it said server closed, and I wasn't able to log back in again. So I had to reload the latest save for the last millennium, just dim -112, I think is what it is. Anyway, yeah, I was able to save all of my progress in the overworld, but yeah, I crashed the game. The world would not load. But yeah, we are now loading this with a world anchor from Railcraft. So we're doing the Ender Pearl thing, and each Ender Pearl lasts 12 hours, so it's gonna be chunk loaded for basically forever. Yeah, so we are now loading this with that world anchor, which keeps a 3x3 chunk area around it loaded. So this chunk, and then, you know, basically all the chunks surrounding, which is just fine for what we're doing here. I might move this over one more chunk, actually. Might be better if it's sat right here. But anyway, it should be all fine for what we're doing here. Yeah, so don't chunk load an area with the map and then, you know, chunk load it again using the Railcraft World Anchor. It's just not good. But anyway, all the skulls we have, we are now up to about 9,000 wither skeleton skulls. And actually, I took 27 stacks. Yeah, 9 times 3. Wither skeleton skulls to our wither boss killing area, and I made a bunch of wither bosses and killed them all. So we're up to about 600 nether stars now. We got quite a lot of these, and that's going to last us for a while, which is great. I was looking at doing some mana steel because we need that for our new Draconic Evolution stuff. Yeah, let's take a look at this. So the Awakened Draconium Blocks, yeah, these things, or I'm sorry, not the Awakened Draconium, it's like these, the Awakened Cores require the Terra Steel. So I was getting ready to get all that stuff done. I made a bunch of mana diamonds and mana pearls and mana steel, but we're not going to work on that just yet. I want to also show you guys one more thing that I've been doing down here. Now, last episode, yeah, it was a day late. That episode was supposed to go up on Valentine's Day, but there was a problem with YouTube. I don't know what the deal was. I, you know, uploaded the video the day before like I always do and set it to go live at noon my time like I always do, but it just didn't publish the subscriber feed, so I took it down and I uploaded it the next day. So that's why that video was a day late. Yeah, I also post that kind of information to my Twitter, so if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, you should follow me there. The link is in the description. Yeah, anytime there's a problem with the video or you're wondering what happened to it, check there first. Anyway, since I had like an extra day, I was working on this bee stuff over here, and I decided to go with this kind of a layout for our bee room. So we got 12 hives per little section here, and we got 9 of those sections. So yeah, I think this is working pretty good, and I've taken time, and I've made a whole heck of a lot of bees. Like, I literally spent 10 hours or so just making bees and breeding them and all this stuff. So we got our Infinity Bee here, Industrious. Yeah, these are ones we've already seen before. Imperial. I made a Gelid Bee. This one makes Gelid Cryothium, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. This one right here makes a whole lot of stuff. In fact, what we can do, if we go downstairs, we can kind of see how this is working. We have the power that runs along underneath these hives, and it connects over to these fluctuating item ducts, and these take items, and they also provide power to those hives. I decided it's really not worth doing the redstone signal, but anyway, yeah, it takes the items, put them down into these ender chests. So if we take these things and we just stick these all to hives so they are not pulling items out of those hives, we can kind of see all the different things that these bees are making. But one of the crazy ones, this one right here, no, not this one, not this one, this one. Look at this stuff that it makes. It makes 2 of these endearing combs, a furtive comb, an ender pearl, and pulverized shiny metal, like every single tick. This thing is making a ridiculous amount of items. We don't really have a way to process all of these combs, but a lot of these are just producing straight up items. Like this one's making the pyrotheum dust, which is pretty awesome. This one, I guess I just don't have a bee in there. We got ones that are making iron. We got ones making ferrous. We got ones making inbar. Yeah, lots of different ones. I don't have any silver or gold bees set up yet, but that's going to be in the future. This one right here is making glowstone, and these lux combs and these... we can centrifuge to get these lux drops, which make energized glowstone. I don't know if that's going to be useful or not, but yeah, we have a way to collect that. And I made all of the, is it 16 different colored bees that make these different colored combs that make the colored honey drops. I did that because last episode I was making the portal to the last millennium and we needed all those different colors. And I was like, you know, I'm tired of looking for dyes. Oh, you know what? I need to turn all those things back on. Yeah, I'm tired of looking for dyes and crafting my own. I just want that to be automatic. So eventually we'll have those combs processed and we'll have all those colored honey drops and I won't have to worry about that again. You know, I'll just go ahead and set all these to ignored once again. And all those items will go into our EE system or ME system like they should. And we got one here making coal, redstone, all sorts of good stuff. Anyway, yeah, that's what I ended up working on my day off, I guess. So another problem I saw is since we had all those bees down there and they produce a lot of flowers, we have flowers everywhere. And this is not something I'm a big fan of. So the rocky bees that you get from like quarrying or whatever have a flower that they like called rocks. So yeah, if you set them to rocks, if there's, you know, a piece of stone nearby, they're happy. So what I did is I took all those bees and I changed them over to use rocks instead of flowers so they won't produce any more flowers around, so I can go ahead and get rid of those and it won't be a problem going forward. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, nope, we can't have this, especially these ones that make the withering effect, whatever those are called, I forget. Those are really annoying. Okay, so that's a lot of stuff that I've been working on and what I wanted to do. So last episode we made the wyvern armor and we were looking at getting all this awakened stuff. So we need to spawn the dragon in a few times to get to this point, right? Yeah, the ritual of the Draconic Awakening is pretty expensive because we need, what, 4 charged blocks, 4 charged Draconium blocks. Each of these require like 100 million RF or whatever it is. I don't know. It's expensive. And then, you know, 4 diamond blocks and all of that stuff. So I'd like to try and find a way where we don't have to do this. There is a dimlet. We can do an RF Tools world. There is a dimlet, if I can spell dragon, not dragum, that we can make dragon mobs. This seems pretty interesting to me. I don't know how we can get this, if this is one we just have to find, or if we can make this dimlet. If we can make it, that would be pretty interesting. So there is a syringe from RF Tools, and what you're supposed to do is use this syringe on mobs, and it'll take a little bit of their sample. I don't know if it's just like 1 click, or if you have to do it like 10 times. I think I've done this before, but it's been so long, I can't remember. Or maybe I used the MFR ones before. Anyway, I want to make a syringe. I want to resurrect the RF Tools dragon, and I want to see if we can collect some samples from that and make our own dimension. That seems pretty awesome to me. So, I guess first things first, let's go ahead and make a syringe or 2 since these are pretty much inexpensive. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'll make some draconic blocks. We actually have the auto crafting recipe here. We need 4 of these, and then I just need to wait for those to charge up. So yeah, let me go ahead and put these on my bar, let these things charge up, and we will look at spawning in the dragon and then using these syringes and see if we can fill these up and make our own dimlet. So yeah, let me do that and we'll be back, guys. All right, guys, so the Draconic Resurrection ritual is happening. Should be almost done here. Yeah, all of the, those little things went away. They've respawned. Now we got all the lightning happening. Lots of particles everywhere. Yeah, this thing explodes after a little bit, I think, so probably want to stay back. So much lightning. All right, here we go. Here are the particles going up into the sky. We should see the dragon here in a minute. Do it. There it is. Okay. And those particles linger for a little bit. So can we use this thing to attack the dragon? Press shift. Oh, okay. Well, hold on a second. Yeah, it has 50%. Come here, dragon. Let me attack you. Where are we at now? We're at 90%. All right, so we just got to hit it a few times. Oop, come here. Come here. Come here, little fella. So much better if I could just shoot this thing and not have to fly around. Maybe I could just stand still and let it fly to me. That might be better, because it seems to like want to fly away from me. Yeah, now it's turning around. Catch it. All right, are we full? All right, mob dragon essence level 100. Cool. All right, so let's shoot this thing, take it down. Nice. So I don't have any stuff right now to turn to the Awakened, so I'm just gonna let that heart drop. I think that'll be fine. And we'll just do the resurrection ritual later on. Yeah, I'll let the heart drop, I'll collect this thing, and then we will look at making a dragon dimlet. All right, guys, so we got the dimlet workbench. Here we go. Oh, and it contains all the stuff I left in there previously. Advanced energy, what? How does it have, did it not use this stuff when I made that dimlet? I never even looked. I guess I left some of this stuff here, huh? So anyway, I have a mob enderman dimlet. Let's see, maybe it just uses the type and the material. All right, well, we're gonna do a mob enderman dimlet since I don't really care about enderman. And yeah, we, so anyway, we'll just go ahead and extract this stuff. So we need, where is it? I guess the dimlet mob type controller. This is the part that we need. And then we need the material, so we're gonna do that. And does this not work? Huh. Advanced energy, advanced memory. Control circuit rarity 4, that's the problem. Okay, so we're gonna use this liquid molten silver dimlet. Let's go ahead and extract that out. That's a rarity 6, probably never gonna want molten molten silver. We also have a molten gold one that's a rarity 6. All right, there we go. So there's a mob dragon dimlet. Cool. So you used all the parts that time. I don't know why there were those parts there before. Huh, that is really weird. Anyway, so we have the mob dragon dimlet. So the next thing is I want to make like a flat world. Yeah, I don't know how this works. Do mobs spawn in the daylight? Do they spawn at nighttime? I don't know anything about this. So I guess I'll just make some kind of a world real quick. We will put the mob dragon in there and we will be right back. All right, guys. Well, I got a lot of these different bits and pieces put together. Made myself an empty dimension tab. Let's go over what we're doing. So we're doing material default, liquid default, terrain flat, controller single, biome plains, sky normal day, sky normal night, sky normal fog, sky body none, mob dragon dimlet, effect none, feature none, structure none. I'm not gonna put this to a noon or a daylight always dimension because I don't know if dragons spawn during the daytime or at nighttime or it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna leave it so we have a day-night cycle just in case. So we're gonna call this There Be Dragons Store. All right, so what does this thing cost? Creation cost 16,000 RF per tick and about 11,000 RF to keep it, maintain it. That's fine. Our quarry finished a while ago, so there really is no reason to have our quarry dimension loaded. So let us go ahead and put this and turn this into a powered dimension. Yeah, we're just going to have to process here for a minute. Let's wait for this to happen, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. Well, the dimension has been made. Everything is powered. I know this place looks messy. I really should do something with these. Yeah, the RB Dragons is completely powered up. Yeah, it's holding steady. I think we're good. We just need to set this thing. Yeah, we're dialing from home. We're going to the RB Dragons. Let's go ahead and dial. Dial OK. I did put this phased field generator on my hotbar. As people have pointed out to me, this thing will only be charged by my Wyvern Flux capacitor. Yeah, if it's my held item or, you know, it's on the hotbar somewhere. So being over here, it'll, you know, keep me alive for 1 million RF. But yeah, realistically, we need it down here on the hotbar in case something goes wrong. So, you know, we have a long time to be there. So anyway, let's check out the RB Dragons. Oh, man. Okay, so right away there's like 4 of these guys. All right, so that's pretty awesome. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Wait, what? Wait, why did we get sent here to the end? Oh, did I go through a portal? Maybe I went through a portal or something. All right, you know what? I didn't set a waypoint thingy to get back there. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully we can still go there and the dragons didn't destroy our teleporter thingy. Let's go again. Let's make sure this thing says dial OK. We'll try and dial it again. Dial once, dial. It says it's okay. All right, so let's go back. I'm not sure why we got kicked out of there. Oh yeah, there's multiple different ones of these. I must have just went down into one. This is stupid. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and turn that down. I don't know how loud it is for you guys, but it's like super loud and constantly repeating in my headphones. So what this is gonna do is allow us to get every single dragon egg that we would ever want and every single heart that we'd ever want. So yeah, we should be able to make that draconium ore like really quickly. Oh man, this is so good. How many hearts do we have? We haven't collected a single heart yet. So why am I not collecting that heart? I can see it. I have 1 dragon heart from all the dragons we've killed, and I saw there was one just kind of sitting here. Can I get that without going into the portal? It doesn't really look like it. All right, well, we'll have to figure that out. I'll just sit here and kill some of these dragons for a while and collect the hearts as we do. I guess I could. Well, no, I don't think I'd want to set up the draconium blocks and use these hearts here because a dragon could come by and then kill it. You know, as it flies through blocks, it deletes blocks. But yeah, this is definitely a good way to collect the draconium dust, that's for sure. These guys drop like a stack every single time, so that's really good. All right, well, let me continue to do this for a while, guys. We'll collect a lot of these hearts, and we'll be back. This takes forever! All right, guys, so I was taking a look at the Awakened Draconium Blocks, the stuff that we need for the Draconic Armor, this stuff right here, like the Draconic Pickaxe and all of this. And I think I had mentioned that it takes like 3 blocks or something like that, this Awakened Draconium per piece. No, it's actually 5. There's 2 used here, and there's 1 per Awakened Draconium, or I guess Awakened Core. Yeah, anyway, there's a total of 5 of these that we need. So 20 blocks is not going to be enough. That would give me the full Draconic Armor or all of the different tools, but not both. So yeah, I made these 20 before. I'm making 20 more now, and I was trying to figure out a way that we could charge these up a little bit faster with the stuff that we currently have crafted. So I made up a few more resonant charge pads, and I had these all laid out, and it worked pretty well until the power ran out. Yeah, anyway, this is being powered directly from our big reactor right now. We are not pulling any power from our batteries over there. So this is the maximum amount that our big reactor can give us. Now, if we had like the huge Draconic Evolution power storage thing set up, that thing would be charging over time. And then when we needed a large amount of power for something like this, it would drain and power all these things no problem. So that's something that I definitely want to look at doing in the future, is getting one of those big power core things going. But yeah, this is requiring a heck of a lot of power. And yeah, we're going to do 40 Awakened blocks worth of stuff here. So I got the Draconic cores all crafted up. And yeah, we are just waiting for the second set of 20 to fully power. Yep, a lot of power going into this stuff. Each block requires 100 million, so it's actually 200 million, or I guess 2 billion? Is that how much we're putting in there? Anyway, that's a lot of power that we have to put into all of these blocks to make this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and AFK for a little bit longer, and we'll be back. So I was just thinking about this as I was charging up these blocks. I don't think I've ever tried doing this ritual for the Awakened Draconium outside of the end. I don't know why. I guess I just always assumed you can only do it there. But anyway, we're here on top of the nether right now. There's our gold farm way up there and our nether portal. We haven't been here for a while, at least on top of the bedrock ceiling. So anyway, I wanted to see if we could do this here. Like I said, I don't know if we can do it. I assume we can. I don't know why we couldn't, but yep, never tried it before. So let us get some stuff together. Magnet needs to be turned off. Okay, so the ritual is you have to blow up a dragon heart. So we're going to do that with TNT, and then we place down 4 of our things, and then 16 cores, and we should be good to go. So let's blow that up and make sure this thing's actually going to work. Yeah, looks like this absolutely works here. All right, so let's put down 16 of those cores. All right, those got sucked into it, and 4 of these. Yeah, it looks like this is working just fine. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I brought enough to do 10 of these recipes, well, 9 more. So I'm going to go ahead and lay these all out and turn those all into the Awakened Draconium. Right on. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this done, and we'll be back, guys. All right, guys, just for the fun of it, I went around to all of our different experience obelisks and I took all the experience out. So we have a total of 919 levels of experience between everything. Yep. Okay, so let's store that back in here so we don't die and lose it or something. Man, I've warped to those RF tools dimensions by accident a few times. Not today, but, you know, off camera or whatever. I just scroll through here and like I'm trying to get somewhere, and then I click the wrong one, like my mouse wheel backs up one spot, and I go to an unpowered dimension, and then I die immediately. Yeah, it's like the worst thing ever. I really want to get like a room or something set up for these RF tool dimensions where I can keep every single dimension we have powered, so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, we need to worry about, or we need to increase our power supply before we can worry about that later on. So anyway, I was looking at our stuff here, and I just made a bunch of this irradiant uranium. Yeah, I was looking at the draconic stuff. Yeah, because I want to start making these tools, but yeah, in order to make these things, we have to have the terra steel. Each one of these things requires 1 piece of terra steel, so we need 5 per item. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of that terra steel, and we don't have a single piece, and it takes literally forever to make each one, so we're not going to do that today, unfortunately. I thought what we would do real quick is make a quantum core. Let's go ahead and do this. Next, we should have everything in the system now. There we go. Yeah, we'll make a quantum core, and then we will make ourselves an ME controller on this thing right here. Yeah, we're going to make a second one of these. What am we missing? The enhanced Galgadorian metal. This thing we also have on auto craft. So we should just be able to say, make 2 more of these. I think we have everything. Yes, we do. So we have enough for 2 more of those. We'll go ahead and create that. We just need to go cook that up, and then we'll have ourselves a second ME controller that we can turn into a multi-block structure, which is awesome. Yeah, that does take a minute, but you can click on this and see everything that's crafting down below. There we go. This right here. Yeah, we just need to take this over and smelt it. There we go. So that should be in the system now. And there's our second ME controller, networking switchboard. I don't know why I didn't get that achievement before, but I never did. Anyway, so here we are down on our ME level. Let's go ahead and disconnect. Is this going to ruin anything? Hopefully not. We'll disconnect this thing. And there we go. Multi-block ME controller. Ah, yeah. Cool. So now we got two of these things that is now centered in the room. I think I might end up making myself an energy acceptor. It's not needed. We are perfectly fine just like this, but I want this Tesseract moved somewhere else. I don't want to have to power the ME controller directly like this, just specifically for aesthetics. Totally not needed, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, it's basically the same recipe as this ME controller to make the power acceptor or energy. Is it energy acceptor? Yeah, this thing right here. And this way we can power our ME system from anywhere in the network. We don't have to power the controller directly. It's like the exact same recipe except it's engineering processors instead of the calculation. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty expensive, but we're at a point now where resources really aren't a problem. So I think it's something that we are going to work on. Well, I'll probably just do that off camera. But anyway, guys, I think we're going to go and wrap the episode up here for today. We need to start looking at Botania and how to make Terra Steel automatically. That would be ideal. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. I know there's a Terra Steel dimlet, so we could potentially make a Terra Steel ocean and just, pump the stuff out that way. I don't know if we can convert that back into blocks and then ingots and things like this. I assume we can. I don't know. I don't have that dimlet, and we'd need 128 buckets worth of Terra Steel in order to create our own. Yeah, it's kind of expensive. But anyway, we'll figure it out. I would like to try and get some kind of an automation going on for Botania anyway. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.